Well, then this one came up on her. So she grabs this one, and she's laying there holding both of her feet like a baby.
That's why I love cats. They're so fucking funny.
Stupid.
Hey, it's Sue.
And Megan, the Spine Breakers. And today we're going to do a reacting to your assumptions about us video.
Yeah, I've seen this is pretty popular on YouTube right now. Seriously? And I really like them. I think it's fun. So we wanted to do it, and I think we got, like, I was worried we wouldn't get enough assumptions, but I think we got just enough.
I think we have just enough to do one.
Just enough to make a video. And we're going to drink some Dorothy's New World Lager.
Just come up here, don't look at me like that.
From Toppling Goliath Brewing Co. I don't know why I said that.
Brewing Co.
So fucking weird.
Here comes your dog.
My dog. No, he's forsaken me, remember?
He forsook you for Patricia.
Yes. Yes, he did. You get off me. Just kidding. I love you.
Just kidding. I love you. Don't leave me.
I'm gonna have a beer mustache with this.
Beer stash. Alright.
It tastes like almost nothing.
Yeah, I think it's compared to that last beer because it was really dark.
Yeah, we just have like a coffee porter.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we start at Instagram or
let's start at Twitter and see what people twatted to us.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess we won't say names because that seems to be the custom with these type of videos.
We just so we read the assumption.
Yeah,
and
just
then,
read the assumption and then we'll respond to it.
Okay. So I assume you both have lots of pet hair on the black clothes y'all wear.
Oh yes. Oh yes. I was just saying earlier how this jacket is covered in hair. Partly my hair because I shed like
me too.
A sheepdog.
No, I shed constantly. It's like a Muppet lives here.
Oh, he really
cute. Oh no, Sasha's gonna get him.
Yeah.
No, fuck it. Don't hump him. Yeah. I mean, I look insane all the time.
And now you have two very light colored cats,
and they're both like. The short-haired one, Kira, she sheds more than Octavia, who is like the big floofy one. And it's fucking everywhere.
Yeah. And I have a brown dog and a gray cat, so it just shows up everywhere. So yeah, we're covered in hair.
We are fucked on that. Yeah.
Next on Twitter, I assume you both wrote poetry in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't. I didn't write poetry in high school. Megan did.
I wrote horrible, like, god-awful, the worst poetry ever. Like emo nonsense poetry.
Yeah. I didn't write poetry in high school. I did write song lyrics all over my notebooks, and this is embarrassing, but I thought it was so cool at the time, but looking back I'm like, oh my god, I looked like such a dork. I had a pair of jeans that I took Sharpies and wrote song lyrics all over them, and I wore the shit out of those to school, and I thought I was so fucking cool.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah, I wrote song lyrics. I had a dresser that I did this thing in high school where I ripped up magazines and stuff, and I would like decoupage things basically with them. So I made this dresser where I distressed it, and then I would write quotes and shit on it, and I had like song quotes on it, but like not good songs.
Yeah. See, what's funny is that I wasn't really an emo kid. I sort of was, but like the songs that I would write in my notebooks and stuff weren't like, I wasn't writing the lyrics to like Ohio is for Lovers. I was writing the lyrics to like People Equal Shit by Slipknot, you know.
I was more along the lines of like Ohio is for Lovers.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to some emo music.
I was
like
emo.
I had My Chemical Romance, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
Yeah,
I played the shit out of that album.
Samesies.
But I also was like, I'm a badass and I listen to Slipknot.
I was like, I'm a badass and I listen to Disturbed.
Also, I think it's 1993 and I listen to Nirvana and Veruca Salt.
Yeah, it's safe to say it was not a cool kid. So the next assumption is that we message each other constantly.
I mean, I wouldn't say constantly, but we definitely daily. Yeah, we either Snapchat or text.
Message daily.
Yeah.
And if something important happens.
Yeah, for sure.
Even if it's like minorly important, like if I start my period or stub my toe. You know.
Yeah, and I like to send Megan memes that I think are really funny, but that I think are a little bit too offensive for me to actually post on social media.
Yes.
I'll send it to Megan because I'm like, she'll think this is funny.
If I have something where I'm like, no one else is gonna get this, I'll like message Sue and tell her about it, or text her or whatever and tell her about it, because like
we get each other's humor, I think.
Yeah.
Next one says, I assume that Megan is a closet ninja and can kick some ass, and Sue has the singing voice of an angel, which has bewitched more than a few men.
No, that's true. Like, the thing about Susan, totally true. She has a really kick-ass singing voice. Also, she's had several men tell her how bomb-ass her singing voice is and confess their drunken love to her.
Well, I don't know about that. But I did have a man, I don't think you were there for this, because this was a long time ago, out at Fusion, which doesn't exist anymore. But I was out there singing karaoke, and I was with my boyfriend, and I think Megan Falgout.
Oh, yeah.
And like a couple other people, and I sang, the song I sang wasn't even a song that you really need to be a great singer to sing, and I think it was Seether by Veruca Salt. And I sang that song, and there was this drunk guy there, older man, he was probably in his 50s or something, who fucking loved it and was like, you have the voice of an angel. And there was someone, you know how people go around bars selling roses?
Yeah.
There was someone there selling roses, and he asked my boyfriend if he could buy me a rose.
Yep.
My boyfriend was like, yeah, sure.
Like, fuck it, I don't care.
So some strange man
bought me a
rose because I had the voice of an angel.
Well, and
so
like, at Friends one night, that guy you spit your gum into his hand, he loved your voice. And then also, anytime you sing Why Don't You Do Right, dudes like that.
Do they?
Yes. And do you remember that night we drank moonshine in the parking lot?
Yeah.
That guy was real into your singing. And he was looking at you, and I was like, look at me, don't look at her. Don't talk to her. Look at me, don't look at her.
I suppose you're right.
So that's an accurate assumption.
I've bewitched some men.
And Sue has a very beautiful singing voice.
I'm like Ariel.
She's very talented at the singing. I think she has a very beautiful singing voice. I am not a ninja.
I think that you don't have to be because you're intimidating.
See, I've heard that before, and I don't understand it.
Well, you're intimidating. I mean, like,
I'm a
you're not
bitch.
intimidating to me because I know you.
Right.
But to people you don't know, they're like,
because I'm a bitch.
because they know that you'll fuck them up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm crazy. Like, that's what it is. Like, I'm not necessarily, like, I'm not a ninja. Like, I'm just crazy. I've been in one fight my whole life, and it was not a physical altercation because a bouncer broke it up.
Yeah. I've tried to get into 2 fights. No dice.
One
girl literally ran away from me.
The dude I was fighting with, like, we were in each other's faces screaming, and I do think I shoved him, but, like, he goes, "You're crazy!" And I was like, "I know!" So now for our Insta-grizzies.
Instagrizam. I have, I assume you have a book-related tattoo. I actually don't.
You don't, yeah.
I don't have a book-related tattoo.
I want Owl and the Pussycat tattoo, though.
I want an Owl and the Pussycat, which is technically a poem, but I had it in, like, little golden book form as a child. So I do want a book tattoo. I also want, like, I would like to get, like, a sleeve, maybe, of, like, inspired by vintage sci-fi covers.
So boss, yeah.
So I want that, too. But I don't have, as of right now, I don't have any book tattoos.
No book tattoos. That's
you do.
Sad. I do. Yeah, I've got a Harry Potter tattoo. I've got the.
You also have books on your arm.
I do. Yeah, I've got books over here.
I wasn't even thinking of the Harry Potter one.
And then I've got the Deathly Hallows here in my sternum. There's a couple of other book tattoos I want, but I don't know how to, like, execute them appropriately.
Yeah.
Because I want, like, a handmaid from The Handmaid's Tale. I want the eye for Big Brother. I want something representing Fahrenheit 451. And I want something representing Lilith's Brood. But, like, how can you...
Yeah, for Fahrenheit 451, you could do, like, a
flaming
book,
pile
a
of
book
books.
on fire.
Right.
For Lilith's Brood, a tentacle.
Tentacly? Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, it's fucking tricky, man, you know? So, like, there's a few books that I want, like, And I want to get them all in like an amalgamation of each other. Like I want them all mixed in with each other.
Big dystopian tattoo.
Yeah, I do, but I don't know how to do that. So, artist friends, I'll pay you. Help me.
Well, I usually go to, like, find a tattoo artist I like and then tell them, like, this is the rough idea I have. And then they're an artist, so they come up with something.
Well, and my usual guy is really good at that. If I'm like, Josh, I generally like for this arm, I was like, I don't know, I like books and skulls and flowers. And he was like, okay.
I can do that.
I got you.
Next is, they assume we both have high self-esteem.
I feel like that's probably true for me now.
Yeah.
It has not always been true for me, though.
I actually think my self-esteem is lower right now than it has been in the past. I mean, it's higher than it was when I was, like, in my early 20s, probably. But I think when I was, like, in my mid to late 20s, it was higher. And then something about turning 30. I know a lot of people are like, oh, I love my 30s. Turning 30 is great.
No,
and
hard.
I'm like, I just plunged into like a depression when I turned 30. So I still don't think my self-esteem is like super low though. Like I'm somewhere in the middle right now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you're awesome. I feel like I'm pretty cool. I have my days. Like I feel like I have maybe one day out of 20 where I'm like, you suck. Suckity suck. But for the rest of the time, I'm like, you're pretty alright.
Yeah. This person says, I assume Megan is a picky eater for some reason. Just the vibe I'm getting.
I used to be a really picky eater. I'm not anymore, really. I have quirks. Like
your
your
main thing is that you hate cheese.
I hate cheese. Like I really fucking hate cheese.
Like she doesn't even want to touch it.
No, I don't want to smell it. I don't want to touch it. I used to be super, super picky. But I pretty much eat anything now. I am a really big texture person, so if the texture's weird, I can't.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Eat it. Yeah,
I've gotten over some of it, but I can't eat bratwurst because of the pop it makes when you bite into it. It totally grosses me out. Mm-hmm. Same with like cherry tomatoes. I like them, but I have to either slice them up or I have to like bite into them very slowly
because of the pop.
Yeah,
that's why I can't eat shrimp.
Really?
Because they do that pop thing like a bug, and they're real mushy on the inside.
They are bugs. They're the cockroaches of the sea.
And they poop in them. Poop vein.
Poop vein.
I can't do it.
Next says, y'all have kissed each other at a party gone out of hand.
We used to kiss each other all the time.
Yeah, we were those girls that got drunk and made out.
Yeah, we used to kiss each other all the time.
Yeah. I used to, when I was still single, I would make out with whoever was in front of my face.
Same. Yeah, same.
I made out with my boss's wife once.
To be fair,
not my current boss.
No, to be fair, she threw herself on you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next one says, I assume you guys are the happiest beer alcoholics I could ever meet.
That's kind of nice. I mean, I don't think we're alcoholics.
Yeah.
We don't meet DSM criteria for alcoholism.
No.
So.
But we're pretty happy drunks most of the time.
Yeah, we are.
As long as I feel like the mood you're in before you get drunk.
It exemplifies the mood you're in. Yeah.
Like, you might be, if you were sad first, you might be happy for a little bit, but once you reach a certain point, you get really sad.
Get real fucking sad. Or like angry.
Or angry, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're pretty happy.
Yeah. Pretty happy drunks. Yeah.
And then next is, you both prefer vanilla ice cream over chocolate or strawberry. It's clearly superior, fight me.
Christina, I'm going to call you out. I know we're keeping this anonymous. Listen, I will fight you. Vanilla's fine.
You're not a vanilla stan?
I'm not a vanilla.
We know what stan means.
We know what stan means now. I'm not a vanilla stan. Chocolate is obviously superior.
Really?
Yeah. Strawberry.
I like vanilla. I'm with Christina on this one. I like vanilla. I mean, I like all ice cream. It's all delicious, honestly.
It makes my belly hurt. So like, if I'm gonna eat it, it has to be something I really.
Yeah, I'm kind of lactose intolerant, so I drank a glass of milk last night, and this morning I was very gassy.
I make people really uncomfortable at work because they're like, "Do you want this?" Like if they're ordering lunch or whatever. I'm like, "No, I don't want to poop weird later," and that's always my response. But it's true. I don't want to poop weird later. So
I like vanilla though. I think vanilla's really good.
No.
Although the best is like cookie dough.
Cookie dough, for sure.
Fish food.
Coffee ice cream. At Disney, I had like cinnamon pecan ice cream.
Ooh, that sounds real good.
Fuck me, it was delicious. It was at Epcot in France.
Like, pretend France.
Pretend France. Yeah. So good. Okay, so next on my Instagram is, I assume Megan was more a rebel child than Susan, but you were both low-key rebels.
I mean, yeah, you were definitely more a rebel, but I wasn't a rebel at all. I was a very good kid.
I was good, like, I was very well behaved in school. I got really good grades. But yeah, I was probably more of a rebel.
I was very well behaved. I was also painfully shy, so I think that's part of why. I wouldn't even get up to sharpen my pencil in class because I didn't want everyone to look at me.
See, I feel like I'm a really weird mix of that and also balls bigger than my impulse control. Like, I'm a weird blend. Because, like, sometimes I'll say things, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? But then sometimes I'm like, nobody look at me.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
And in high school, I didn't party or anything.
Next is that you're both super cool, badass, and non-judgmental. Oh, that's nice.
I mean, we like to think so.
I like to think
I would say we're pretty non-judgmental.
I feel like I used to be kind of a judgy asshole, but I have tried really hard to not be that way. Because that's not a good way to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and I feel like when I was younger, I was probably a little more judgmental than I am now, but I don't know.
I've ever been real judgy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been like a super judgy person for the most part.
No, I've never gotten that feeling. You know, just as you grow as a person and get older, you notice things and change things about yourself, and I feel like I'm pretty good about that now.
Yeah. And you realize that, like, let people do their
Who
thing.
cares? Like, let people live their lives. But I think, like, in my early 20s, I was definitely, like, especially, like, with women, like, I do feel like I was pretty slut-shamey and just kind of shitty to other women. And then I think, like, as I got older, I was like, oh, honey, we're all in this together.
Right.
Like, who cares? Yeah, I don't know about badass, though. Like, I have one of my coworkers all the time is like, you're just kind of a badass, aren't you? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
I don't think anyone who actually knows me well thinks I'm a badass.
Same. Like, I'm not a badass.
But I think maybe I exude that in some ways, which is fine with me.
You look like a badass.
We both do.
And lastly, that I was a secret nerd in school. Honey, it weren't no secret. I was just a nerd. I didn't really fit in any group, really.
I didn't either.
And, but I mean, I was so nerdy. Like, super nerdy. But, like, I was the one that all the burnouts copied off of.
Me too.
Because I was like...
There was a guy in geometry class that would fucking copy my shit all the time, and it pissed me off.
I would let him do it.
Because the teacher knew he was doing it. I didn't like the guy, so I'm like, turn the fuck around.
Wow. See, if I didn't like him, I would let him do it. But, like, for the most part, like... I was laid back enough. I was like, meh.
Yeah, if I liked a person, I'm like, eh.
Like, I had
but
a
this
guy
was a douche, so I was like,
ugh. No, I had a guy in my world history class who, he was trying to teach me to play poker, and I was giving him the answers to homework assignments. And it was
a fair trade.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all the
nerds.
assumptions we got, which I think was a good amount considering we've been filming for a while.
Yeah.
If you have more assumptions about us, feel free to put them below.
Let us know.
Fun to know.
Yeah.
And this beer is fine.
Yeah. It was fine. It went down easy.
So thanks everyone for leaving your assumptions.
Yeah.
And thank you for being nice.
Yeah, thank you for no rude assumptions.
Yeah. Like, I'm interested to know what the negative things people assume about me are, but also I feel like I would feel really bad if I heard them. You know what I mean?
It depends on what they are. Like, because I don't really care unless people assume that I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, you can assume whatever else you want about me. I don't really give a shit. But, like, the stupid thing gets me.
Yeah. I used to be really sensitive about that, about people calling me stupid. I feel like I'm not as sensitive about it as I used to be, because I think I'm confident in my own intelligence. And I feel like with our channel being laid back and not super
and more
scholarly, people might assume we're stupid. But
yeah. See, I think that's why it bothers me, because, like, of the snobbery, you know? Because, like, I know we're smart, but, like...
We got all A's, y'all.
We smart as fuck.
Yeah.
We're smart. Anyway,
We'll
thanks
see
for
you
watching.
next time.
Bye.